Hello. I bumped the mic. This one's starting out great. How are you? Thank you for joining me on the super fun episode of Gentleman's Hour. I am drinking red wine tonight. Speaking of which, probably need to top that off, don't we? This is a fine Sterling winter collection, Vinters collection. Pinot Noir. Pinot Noir. Caviar. It's a great. That's way too high of an superlative. So far, off to a bad start. I can't even use words. Anyway, superlative. It's a okay wine. I don't hate it. It smells of wine and taste of wine. It's a little thin on color, I will say. It's that I can tell. I mean, I'm not much of a wine guy. I love wine, but I don't know much about it. I don't know. I can't be like, yes, Carance with a deep cherry and a hint of oak smoke in there with just a taintest tickle of dingleberry with I think, yes, I think this was crushed barefoot by a 73-year-old female who had recently eaten a kale salad. Yes, that's what I smell on this one. Yep. No. I smell wine. I taste wine. Sometimes I can get the things. If you give me the notes, I'll be like, yeah, I smell that. I could probably pick it out if I tried harder, but that is not my lot in life. I'm not gonna. Too late for that. That ship's gonna sail. Maybe later. I don't know. Who knows? Anyway, back to the fun. Let's talk about what's fun. What is fun? It's 3 little letters that I'm missing here. F is for fun. U is for understanding. N is for nothing. Fun understanding nothing. That's fun. Okay. But anyhow, so I shaved my head. This is what I did. I did that last night. Why, you didn't ask? Well, because I'd been thinking about doing it for a while. Because I was balding and had the whole middle was just real thin, and I just had the loop around the side, which I hated. I hated it. I didn't go on Rogaine at the right time because it was like right when I was in the age for making kids, I suppose. I just didn't trust it. I don't trust chemicals in general. I'm that kind of guy. I do trust medicine, but I like to use it sparingly. Like if I have a headache, I'll just ride out the headache for a while to see if it goes away before I go taking pills, because I feel like my body builds up a tolerance rather quickly. And that's entirely based off of high school. Whenever I would go drinking with my pals to the cabin, I thought I needed 2 6 packs when they were all 1 6 pack fellas. Now, it could have been that I probably had 60 pounds on them because I was still fat then. But I think my body's just naturally, it just builds up a tolerance. It's badass. Anyway, so I buy the this table, buy the 2 6 packs. One was usually a Bud Ice because, oh yeah, I got the higher, oh yeah. And it had the doobie doobie doo, Beware the Penguin, and it was hockey, and we were into hockey at the time. Look, I'm usually get Honey Brown, I think. He liked the Honey Brown or the Leinenkugels. Leinenkugels was a big one there. I'd get some Red Dog every now and again because it had Batman eating out Catwoman on the label. It's not really why I got it, but that's something we found out about it. If you look at the bulldog's jowls, apparently it's one of those ridiculous things. Anyway, mm, I can't remember what else anyone would get. A lot of Honey Browns, a lot of Leinenkugels, Irish Red, Bud Ice, Molson. I'd get some Molson, some Canadian stuffs, you know. Anyway, I'd get like 3 or 6 and have one more while everyone else was like ready to go to sleep and be asleep after they're like 5 to 6. And now, oh boy, wouldn't that be great? That would be so great right now if I could do that. But anyway, that was what it was. So I really didn't need it. I didn't need that one extra, but I wanted to feel like I did. So anyway, that was the whole impetus of I build up a tolerance fast. Now I don't want to build up a tolerance fast to medicine that will help me, so I'll only use it when I need to. And the other half of it is penance, like, oh, I did something really stupid. I've got a headache. I should sit in this for a bit. I should remember this. I should recognize my body saying, "You're being a real jerk to me, and I'm gonna make you feel like you are a jerk." So I sit in it for a while before I take some medicine. Now, I will say, nowadays, I go to the medicine earlier, as I don't bounce back as quick, but also when you got a kid, you can't, you don't have time to recover. You got to be ready to go because they're going to be there no matter what. And they don't sleep in on weekends. I think they'd sleep till noon on a weekday when you have to get up and go to school, but not on a weekend, no. And in looking back, I feel like I was the same way because I was always up early watching cartoons. I'd head out to the living room like, oh, I get to watch cartoons, and there are always cartoons on. I don't know if there are cartoons on anymore. Kid comes out and plays Xbox or something. I don't know what he does. I don't care. He lets me sleep. That's the important thing. There's something entertaining him that's not me. Bad parent? I think I'm just a parent. I think everyone would do the same. Well, not everyone would do the same. Some people are like super duper, like, oh, I'm up and we're gonna make crafts out of popsicle sticks and do other crap. Those are the kids that no one likes when they get older. That's my theory. Prove me wrong. But now none of the kids are getting up for school with this corona. No. Homeschooling. All these kids are going to be weird. That's just it. That's what happens to homeschool kids. They get weird. Homeschool kids are weird. It's a fact. You can't deny that. Are you watching this? Are you homeschooled? Yeah. Yeah, you probably are weird because weird people. And I'm not saying I'm not weird. I'm weird. I'm talking to a camera in a corduroy vest jacket that's got tags on it. I'm weird, but I'm not homeschool weird. So I don't know. I'm a little scared. But luckily, homeschooling's a little different. Like, it's all going to be online. Like, you know, that's probably a good thing because I don't trust myself to take online classes because I feel like I would get distracted and I would probably end up talking to a camera with wine and a jacket instead of actually listening to lectures on the class if I took online schooling. So hopefully this will help the kids learn how to actually take online classes and do that successfully so that later on they don't have to go into classes for achieving degrees. Although, in my opinion, if you go to college and you don't get the campus experience, you didn't go to college. I don't want to talk to you. Would you just learn what you're supposed to learn? Great. Good job. Dork. How about you go have some fun, make some mistakes, screw some things up, make some friends, huh? How about you go do that? And learn, and learn. Learn how to socialize, learn how to be amongst people with different ideas and how to do a keg stand or I don't like keg stands. I think keg stands are stupid, but you better shotgun a beer. You got to try that. And you know, like just practice being a complete idiot. It's fun. Find yourself. Do whatever. You can't do that online. I mean, you can, but I think you'd go way too far online. There's just way too much out there. You don't have that nice social pressure to keep you within the bounds of reality online. Like, whew, you get deep in it online. Like, because there's no one saying, hey, that's wrong. Because you're always going to find a group that's saying, hey, you're right on. And the next thing you know, you're a racist watching Sieg High on wearing an Adolf jacket. I don't know. Talking about some sort of pizza shop underage sex ring. I don't know what you end up doing, but you get too far online. Too far. Online is too far. We need the social pressure of other people not thinking that's a good idea and recognizing, like, dude, you're over the line. That's ridiculous. You're going to be shunned until you stop that shit. That doesn't happen online. It's like you get the one person that's shunned because their ideas are horrible, finding the other person that's shunned because their ideas are horrible, and they're like, yes, our ideas are great. It is. It is all the fault of the lesbian periodontist. Stealing from David Cross. But that's the kind of people you get. Like, that's what happens. And then you get to the news comment section of a news site. That's where they'll meet. Then they go onto their dark webs to their alt-right, alt-left, alt-J sites and talk about whatever. You know, how if we could get a targeted virus for these people. Chemical warfare. Anyway, that's biological, I guess, warfare, but yeah, splitting hairs, aren't we? Not really. It's not splitting hairs. It's two different things. So, what was that noise? I don't know if there was a noise. I can't really hear because I got my ears covered, but anyway, well, this has been fun, hasn't it? Have you not had fun on this episode? Hasn't this been a wild trip? Yeah. Maybe we could just keep going. I don't even know I'm not out of wine. Let's go. Let's make this one an extended fun version of Gentleman's Hour.